Having mentioned the above points, comma, there appears to be one logical and our keyword. As I said, your keyword will change depending on your opinion. Is it benefit or is it drawback? In this case, drawback, isn't it? So we will use drawback. Keep going. That must be taken into. Be verb, PP, okay? Be taken into consideration. What does consideration mean? Think carefully. That must be taken into consideration. And we'll keep going. This can be pointed to main point. How do we write main point? 명사 or verb ing. 동사 ing or noun. Only two options. Okay? And this can be pointed to. Okay, let's build ideas. Nowadays, many children don't play sports, physical sports. They just play video games. What do you think is one effect? In Asian society, we focus on the eye, right? The health of the eye, like eye damage. But in Western culture, they don't understand this. What do you mean? The more important thing for them is about, I don't need to do that. I just went to myself. Okay? So what do we call this? And we've learned some important word today. Okay? Today we've learned parental supervision, isn't it? Everybody say parental supervision. Good. Now, we'll learn more important words for children topics. When you are fat, and you never say this to local people, okay? They're very sensitive about this word. Fat, okay? One word can be overweight. Good. Adjective, 형용사, adjective, 형용사, okay? However, there's a better word for this, higher level, but it's short. It's one special word, short word. I heard, what was that? Very good. It can be obese. Okay? This word is very special to me because I am not because I am obese, but when we were younger, my brother, I have four siblings. Can you imagine my home? Anyway, I'm eldest. My second brother, we always fought each other. I don't know, like competition. I'm bigger now, but when I was young, we were like balls with little feet. Can you imagine? No neck. And my brother too. And when we became high school, we started to lose weight, become more sensitive and conscious. So we started losing weight. I lost weight first. So I always told him this. So before, the dictionary had speaker option, isn't it? I always said that obese, pronounced obese, obese. And I always tried it to my brother. Obese, obese. He'd get very upset. But I remember that word. It's very special to me. How do you pronounce it? Obese. Everybody say obese. Some people would pronounce it wrong, like obese. No, it's obese. 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 Like obese, right? Obese. Good. 형용사. You've learned one word, but let's improve. Let's make your level of learning higher. Obese can be changed because this is adjective. it can be changed to noun form, 명사. And this is a common topic for many Western countries, for children or older people. There's a lot of topic about this, especially about disease. Okay? So, adjective, what is a noun of obese? I heard some word. A while ago, we've learned portable, portability. Obese, obesity. Same. Obesity. 명사, noun form. And this is a big problem in many rich countries. Because they have a lot of money, so they can eat whatever. I'm impressed by Korea and Japan. You guys have a lot of money, but you don't become overweight. Something very positive about your country diet. But America, 3 people, 1 is obese. 30%. Everybody say obesity. My mother is a big woman. I think it's in our family. But she said, I like going to America. Why? I feel sexy. Because she's thin compared to big. Nobody's American here, right? Okay, so she's thin. Everybody say obesity. Good. Let's improve that. Obese, obesity, 어떤 obesity. What kind of obesity? So we call this childhood obesity. And this is a good topic for IELTS. Childhood obesity. What does it mean? Many children are getting fat. Understand? Okay? Everybody say please. Fat children. Childhood. Obesity. Now you know one more formal vocabulary. So you can say in this modern society, childhood obesity is a growing concern. What is concern? Problem. Isn't it? Everybody say concern. Problem. Good. Alright. So we can say, keep going. Having mentioned the above points, there appears to be one logical drawback that must be taken into consideration. And this can be pointed to childhood obesity. I like this word. Why? Because this topic you can use for many things. Example, everybody say video games. Childhood obesity. Another one, junk food. Childhood obesity, isn't it? Fast food. Childhood obesity. These are IELTS writing topics, so you can use this. John, what about not only childhood? What about all people? Just erase 그냥 obesity. Understand? Obesity means everybody. Childhood obesity, 특별하다, specific to children. Understand? One more time, everybody please. Childhood. Obesity. Okay? Right. Keep going. It is believed that there are individuals. We'll paraphrase this. And what does it mean? Review. It is believed. It, 비동사, PP동사. What does that mean? Some people believe. Individuals is our topic. So we will change this. Okay? Let's write that down. It is believed that there are. We've already used minors, juveniles, the younger generation, the youth. I think we've used everything. So we can again use one more. Which word do you think can we use again? The younger generation. Okay? So we can say there are younger generation if you look, you need to choose two things. Negatively or positively affected. Adverb, busa, affected. Okay? Which one is our topic? Negatively. Okay? Or positively. Depends. Remember our topic? Another example. Example 2. Nowadays, more people travel overseas. Why? Is it positive or negative? What is it? Positive. So we can say, it is believed that there are tourists, travelers, positively affected. Understand? Okay. So we will use negatively now. There are younger generation negatively affected by. And what's our topic today? Computer games. Okay, keep going. In this modern society, nowadays, next step, we need to explain what's going on. Okay, how are they gaining weight? Computer game and fat children. What is the connection? We need to explain. Next step. Okay? So how are we going to do that? To demonstrate. What does demonstrate mean? To show or to explain. To demonstrate, comma, this, to demonstrate this, comma, who's our people? The youth, juveniles, okay. Juveniles, who and we need to choose two things. Okay? Who and verb are ing. Okay. What's our topic? To demonstrate this, juveniles who play computer games. We've already used computer play. We've learned today a higher level of spend time. What is it? Engage in, isn't it? Everybody say it. Spend time. Engage in. So to demonstrate this, juveniles who engage in computer gaming are. And our main point, how do they get fat? Sitting all day, isn't it? Or you could say, not moving physically, isn't it? You could say are, verb ing, negative form, are not, verb ing, isn't it? Are not moving physically. And so that's our first point. And remember, in our class before, you can have two verbs, two dongsa. How to do? Just put and. What's the rule? Same form. R, ing, and R, ing. What is the verb for becoming fat? Gain weight, isn't it? Everybody say gain. Gain. Weight. R, ing, gaining weight. So we have two verbs as an effect. What's the first one? Not moving physically. That means they're not going exercising and are gaining weight. Keep going. Which poses. What does poses mean? Everybody say poses. Causes. Right. Choose again. Advantageous or disadvantageous. This one is quite difficult. Advantage. 명사, noun, O-U-S. What is O-U-S? 형용사, adjective. How do you pronounce similar? Everybody say advantages. Advantages. Similar, okay? But the spelling, advantage, O-U-S. 형용사, adjective. Understand? It's an adjective. What is our topic today? Is it 1 or 2? 2. Disadvantages. Which poses disadvantages and we will have implication. What does this word mean? Implication. Effect. Good. Implication. Effect. Implications. To themselves, and to the community. Now, before you continue, remember this line. 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, we had a lesson about this. 2 effects. First effect is always to yourself, isn't it? Second effect can be community. Or, if not community, you could do their family, isn't it? If your children become fat, of course, it has negative effect to the children. It is negative to the community? No. Maybe family. Think about your situation. Is it community or just the family? What about spending money? It could have negative effect to yourself. Is it community? No. Family. Understand? What about now? Family. So we will say, and poses disadvantageous implications to themselves and to their family. Full stop. Okay, then we will give an example. A very good example is in country. We've already used South Korea as an example. What is another example of a country that has people playing video games? Maybe China? Okay, let's use China this time. Okay, a very good example is in China where people, change people, juveniles, minors. A very good example is in China, where juveniles are okay. Our verb here, what's happening to them? They're becoming bigger, isn't it? We could say, are not exercising. A very good example is in China, where juveniles are not exercising and second one, we've already used gaining weight. We've already used obesity. What is another one? Overweight, isn't it? Overweight is adjective. Overweight. Don't write that down yet. Are verb ing and is that correct? What did I tell you? To verb, isn't it? Everybody say verb ing and verb ing. If you have adjective, for example, like this, adjective, what verb can we use with an adjective? For example, he overweight. What is a verb? Is, isn't it? He is overweight. Is can be changed to display movement or change. He is overweight. Everybody say, he is.
He is
Rich.
rich.
He is
He is
smart.
smart.
Right? That means true or fact. But if we say change, we need to change is, and the word that you will use is become. Understand? It talks about change. For example, he became overweight. Okay? So, a very good example is in China, where juveniles are not exercising and becoming overweight. Understand? Becoming overweight. And this is affecting what? Okay? And this is affecting what? Okay, now, what happens when you become overweight? It affects your health, isn't it? Good. Now, we'll learn some more words about health. Health is 명사. And in English, we can put 형용사 before that. Isn't it? Health is noun. We can put adjective before. Everybody say health. Physical health. Right? So we can say physical health. Your body. Sometimes we also need to think about your mind. You know, when you're too stressed. This can affect your, what is this? Mental. And many Koreans just 그냥 mental. That is wrong grammar. What did we learn in our class? Mental is adjective, isn't it? We can never use adjective 그냥 alone. Always 명사, noun, isn't it? Mental health. Understand? And we also have another word for health, which is your mental health is your mind. Sometimes you're feeling like when you're too stressed with your workplace. We call that as your emotional health. So we have three commonly. When you're talking about health, 그냥 health is low-level grammar. So you have to say physical health, mental health, or emotional health. What about everything? Fat children have problems with their body, but they also have problem with their, right? Can you imagine going to school and everybody say, "Why, you are fat," right? Isn't it? It's quite common for young children. They always bully the fat kids. And I was saying, if you're fat, you should be very strong. You just hit your bully. But they never do that, isn't it? The small kids are just crying. So generally, how do we call that? We call it as overall health. Understand? Their overall health. What does that mean? Totally. Physically, mentally, and feeling, emotionally. That is overall health. So next time when you use the word health, don't use 그냥. Say overall health. Understand? Everybody say overall. Health. So we could say, and this is affecting what? Their overall health. So what words are we trying to say? Let's connect them. The first word that we have is obesity. How did we paraphrase that? Gaining weight. Number two, we also paraphrased not moving physically, not exercising, isn't it? We also paraphrased gaining weight with overweight, and this is about health topic. Right? So these words are about weight and health. Finally, we need to put a closing line to this. So space, okay, closing line. Clearly, this trend, what is the trend? The issue brings about one or two. Choose. Undesirable. Do you remember what this means? Undesirable. Put 세모. Triangle. Negative. Undesirable. So that means negative. Or number two, beneficial. Consequences. Consequence? Effect. What is our main point? Is it one or two? Which one? One. Undesirable. Negative. Okay, so clearly, this trend brings about undesirable consequences as well. Full stop. Let's close this with a conclusion. So what's our conclusion? In a nutshell, what does in a nutshell mean? In conclusion, what is our cause? What is our main point for body one? So body one, main point. So go go back to your paper. Let's review. Body 1, what did we talk about? Portability of devices. Right, so let's write that down. In a nutshell, comma, main point, portability of computers seems to be one major cause of this issue. But we'll continue, okay? Major cause means a big cause, isn't it? Or main cause. But it seems, or you can paraphrase, it appears. And our keyword here is the major effect may lie in. Okay? And then body 2, main point. But it seems that the major effect may lie in what? And what is our body 2 main point? Childhood obesity. Full stop. Okay? And that is an example of a mixed essay. Understand?